As Nelson Mandela once said, the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time you fail. So do not be afraid to fail. Please try new things, try new horizons, explore new horizons, and don't be afraid of failure. Um, Nothing more than the age-old values, and this may sound a little boring, but nothing. Don't take shortcuts. Honesty, integrity, ethics. This is something that I can't stress enough. Think long term, right? Very often in business, in any sphere of life, there may be a shortcut that might arise, or you may look at some short-term gain. There have been cases where clients have not been able to pay us, and I'll give you a story of India Infoline. In 2000, there's a famous fintech company called India Infoline, which is worth multiple $1 billion. In 2000, the founder came to my office and said, look, we're running out of capital, but I'm very confident I'll build my business back. I need some credit, and please help me out, and I will make sure that everything gets okay. And the short, simple solution could be to cut our losses, shut down the service, and move on. But we decided there's something. A founder coming personally, talking to you, had that belief that something good would happen. I know Mr. Berry has done that several times from the stories I hear from him, and we ended up. Today he's one of our largest clients, and it's a multi-billion-dollar company. So again, do the right thing. Think long term. Do not think short term. Do not take shortcuts. And I can't stress the importance of honesty, integrity, and ethics. Another important learning in the career was to nurture relationships. Of course, one relationship I'm talking about is my relationship with Mr. Syed Berry. It's really developed into a great relationship. We are now more friends than business partners. But similarly, with your clients, with your employees, with your partners, with your investors, it's always important. Today, when an employee leaves our company, we make sure that the employee is, that we have a good relationship with the employee. We do not want, and do this as gracefully as possible, so that in the future, either the employee could come back, or, we could, employee may join a client organization and refer us. So it's very important to have, nurture good relationships. Make sure your relationships are win-win. So I'm giving you an example of business, but I'm sure you can apply this in any form of life, in any sphere of life. Make sure your relationships are win-win. Sometimes you may be in an advantageous position where you can try and squeeze the other person, but if you do a win-win relationship, it will be a long-term, long-lasting relationship. If you do something where you win and the other person loses, or vice versa, I can guarantee you that will be the last time you'll do business or engage with that person. Also, another important learning throughout this process was you can't do everything yourself, right? There has to be collaboration. Today, we have many of our services. We have partnered with several startups, right? We have done a lot of partnerships, a lot of new age services in cybersecurity and other areas. Many such services are in partnership with startups. By doing collaboration, you can increase your sphere of influence. So again, I would urge you to collaborate with others as you go along in any sphere of life. One very, very important lesson is empathy. Empathy means put yourself in other person's shoes. So whether it's your client, whether it's your employee, whether it's your business partner, always put yourself in other person's shoes. Then you'll truly know how to do how to engage with the person, how to respond to certain situations. So even in design, I'm sure you've learned it in your college, that empathy is one of the key elements. If you have that in mind, you will be able to design, whether it's in architecture, whether it's in engineering, you'll be able to design much better with empathy in mind. So, as we progressed, I'm proud to say that, over the last 23 years, the company called NetMagic, which got acquired by Entity, some of you might be confused, NetMagic versus Entity. Entity is now the owner of the company that I set up, has become India's largest data center provider with over 2 million square foot of data center space, and 10 data centers and 6 data center campuses, 3 of which are being built by Three or four of them actually are being built by Mr. Berry. And, we have over 3,500 clients. And it's one of those things which, with more than 6,000 employees, right? That's what we've achieved. So I would also ask you to, dream big, as I said. But more importantly, there is something that my wife says. We attended a lecture from Dr. Amin Merchant called, and these are four words that I would like you to keep with you in future. It's called SAVE, S-A-V-E. Have sincere belief in what you want to achieve. Do that with an ardent desire. That's A for ardent desire. Have a vivid imagination. Let's say you want to go to the moon. Not only do you have the belief, you don't only have the desire, but actually dream about going to the moon. And then enthusiastic action, or E for enthusiastic action, to make sure that you actually take steps to realize your potential. It's not enough to just have a dream and desire, but take the steps. It could be going to the moon, it could be, getting into India's cricket team or anything else, right? It could be, a future career in Google or Microsoft, but have that. If you genuinely have sincere belief, ardent desire, vivid imagination, and take enthusiastic action, you will achieve whatever dreams you set out. So please dream big. You have the power to change the world. And thank you so much for listening to me. I hope what I've said might inspire, even if it inspires one of you, I would be very grateful. Thank you so much, Mr. Berry, for inviting me.
Illuminating talk. Memoir, a brainchild of our chairman, is a compilation of memories and time spent by the students at the campus. It records significant moments as seen by the students and goes on to capture their joys, ambitions, coordinates to forge bonds with batchmates before their departure from their campus. I now call upon Mr. Sharat Sanghi to release the memoir for the year 2021. Also, I request all the dignitaries on the dais to join him. Thank you. On behalf of the students, I would like to thank the entire team that put in long hours in compiling and coming out with this classy booklet. We now commence with the distribution of memento and memoir to all the graduating students. I request the respective HODs to call out the names of students, and then they'll proceed to receive the memento from the dignitary, capture the moment with a photograph, and then exit in an orderly manner so that the process can be completed in shortest possible time. I request all the students to maintain necessary social distancing without being prompted. Also, I request the students to enter the stage from your right side and leave from the left side. I now request Professor Zahir Ahmed, HOD, Department of Civil Engineering, to read out the student names of Civil Department. I request Mr. Sharat Sanghi to give away the memoir and the memento.
Good morning to one and all present here. Firstly, I congratulate all the graduates who have successfully completed the course in the different fields of engineering by hard work, dedication, and commitment. It's time to facilitate all the civil engineering graduates, and it's my pleasure to invite you on the stage one by one to collect the certificate and mementos. Mr. Muhammad Shaz, Mr. Fasil Abdul Hamid, Mr. Hamid Abdullah, Mr. Muhammad Ajmal Aziz, Mr. Abdullah Aksat, Miss Afra Anjum, Miss Fatima Nuha, Miss Fatima Nisha, Mr. Ibrahim Razin, Mr. Ismail, Mr. Kunhali Rasik M, Mr. Midlat Kalandar Shah, Mr. Muhammad Rafe, Mr. Muhammad Jabir, Mr. Muhammad Naufal CB, Mr. Muhammad Rifas, Mr. Nihal Ahmad, Mr. Saifuddin, Mr. Sawat, Mr. Muhammad Sinan, Mr. Salim, Mr. Suhan Ashraf. Graduation is not at the end, it's the beginning. So start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. With this, on behalf of management, faculty, staff, students, and my own behalf, I wish you all the best for future endeavors. May Almighty bless you all. Thank you.